Hey, what's up guys? MGH here. Welcome back to my Wolves career mode. Today, we've got a lot of games coming up and a lot of important games that we really do need to win. As you know, I've had a bit of an up and down start to the season. We went on a massive long win streak and then on a massive long lose streak. So at the moment, I thought when I started recording this, I'm actually not going to do it live. I want to focus on my games and really try and get some wins. And our first game is against Preston. They're just outside of the relegation zone. So it was a good chance for me to get off to a really good start for this episode, get that starting win, and then hopefully go on for the rest of this episode unbeaten. 6 or 7 games, at least 5 wins. That's what I was looking for. And I thought if I'm really going to focus, I probably shouldn't do live commentary. I think it's a bit of an underrated thing that if you want to try it, I urge you to give it a go, because you'll see how difficult it is to play a game and talk at the same time and try and make sense. And sometimes it's good to just sit there and be silent and focus on the game. It's what I do in Ultimate Team. I think that is one of the reasons I've struggled to do an Ultimate Team series over the year, because I find that I just don't focus enough on the game. So in this episode, it was vital that we did pick up wins because of the losses we've been getting. And didn't really get off to the best start in this game. I'm not going to lie, 50 minutes in, I saw we were only having 1 or 2 chances that were relatively good. I needed to make a change. We did make the change. Douglas, though, our left back all the way forward. Actually, I think he might be my right back. I always get them confused. Doherty and Douglas are my wing backs. I'm still trying to get used to all of the team names and all the players. But of course, we didn't score, and then we conceded in the 90th minute. So there I was sitting there thinking, I might as well have done a live commentary. What's the point in not doing a live com? Because I'm sitting here trying to win the game and focus, and I'm still losing. I really have no excuse at this point. So we've lost to Preston, 21st in the league. So I thought at this point it's time to change it up. We've got to try a different formation, a different setup. So against QPR here, I went with a 4-2-3-1. A trusty 4-2-3-1 that I've used for many years on FIFA. Jota behind Brereton, who was amazing against Arsenal, by the way. I know a lot of people watched yesterday's episode and wondered why I didn't speak about it. That's because I recorded yesterday's episode before the Arsenal game against Nottingham Forest. So going into this game against QPR, I had Brereton up front just to give him another go, because Bonatini was missing a lot of chances, but we didn't need Brereton straight away there. Brereton seems to be one of those two. And Cavallero, through on goal, only takes 1 touch and hits it with his left foot, his stronger foot, I believe, and it goes into the bottom corner. So a great start to this one, and we almost make it 2-0 straight away after that, but Cavallero this time skews it wide. It was a bit of a poor shot, to be honest. Into Busquets there. He gets another shot away on target, but unfortunately he does get saved. Into the second half now. Douglas, through ball to Cavallero. Have a look at this for a cross. Absolute beauty. And I mean, I've watched this replay a few times coming up here. Look at this. How am I missing from there? I mean, it's practically impossible to miss that chance. I still don't understand how I haven't scored there, but it's okay. We're still winning 1-0. If I was drawing 0-0 or losing 1-0, I would have been rather upset about that. But here's Brereton now. Passes it through to Zyro, who's just come on as a sub. And I'm just going to poke it home in the bottom left corner. Look at that, 2-0, 89th minute. And I don't know why, but every goal I scored in this game, it cut to that camera angle. It showed me the whole pitch. A little bit of a weird one, that. And that was going to be game over, hopefully, because we needed the 3 points after losing yet another game. So we'll get this goal kick out and win the header with Brereton. But it goes straight to a QPR player. But it is too late. 2-0, the boos ring around the stadium because QPR fans were not happy with that one. That means we do stay in the top 4. It was actually a bit of a difficult game. Now, the 4-2-3-1 wasn't bad, but I thought, why not, whilst I'm trying new formations and systems out, to try a diamond 4-4-2 and see how that goes with 2 strikers. So we could have had Brereton and Jota. We could have had Bonatini and Cavallero. We have so many players that can play in that forward position. And what a tackle that is, by the way. Do you know what? I've noticed this. A lot of career mode YouTubers only show attacks and things like that and goals. Sometimes I like to include the odd really good tackle, because that is as good as a goal, if you ask me. We should have conceded there. And instead, we go up the other end and we score an easy tap-in. But actually, almost missed it. Look how close this was from Onyanga. It's quite literally straight at the keeper, and luckily his touch just put it into the back of the net. It didn't really make a difference, but if I had missed that, I would have been absolutely embarrassed. But into the second half again, 1-0 up at half-time. doing quite well. I'm finding this formation's quite good, actually. Having 2 up top, and in this case, it was Bonatini and Jota. Very, very decent. The only problem with this formation is you don't have any width. You don't have any wingers. So it might not be the best formation, but still, it was worth a try. And this is a lovely bit of play, by the way. Look at that lovely pass over to Doherty. We're going to play it back to Onyange, inside to Jota, and it's Zyro, sorry. Zyro puts it away. I thought it was Jota, but I actually changed towards the end of the game there to bring Zyro on. He's a bit of an impact player, and a bit of a cheeky finish there, just rolls it into the corner. And that is going to be another win, guys. 2-0, Norwich getting beaten there. It was a fair game. We definitely deserved to get those 3 points. And all of a sudden, you know, we're on a roll. So now, going into the next game against Fulham, another team that are struggling. They are bottom of the league. Yes, last time I said that, it was Preston and they beat us. So we really don't want to be mucking up this one against Fulham. We do start off strongly. 32 minutes in, another cheeky cross across the keeper there on the ground. Simple finish for Brereton there. And 1-0 up already, which is exactly what we needed. But Fulham, they didn't look bad at all. For a team that are bottom of the table, it didn't really make sense. And they probably could have got a goal in the first half, but there was some good defending there from Miranda, I believe it was. Very strong defender. Not particularly quick, but he's solid. You know, very strong, good on the ball, and definitely someone that I'm looking to keep hold of as we, you know, change the squad around over the next few seasons. But Fulham do get a goal back, and it's an absolute stunner. Really, really nice finish. I was clapping at this point because it's one of those finishes where the keeper maybe could have done better, but when you watch it again, no chance. It was straight into the corner there from Norwood. Very, very nice finish, and we had to get back in this game as soon as we could. Brereton there using his strength. He's going to run at the defence here, cross it in for Silva. Now that's Jota, obviously. He's called Silva in-game for some reason. I literally just brought Jota on. When they scored, I thought, right, I can't lose this game. So Jota comes on the right side, by the way. He's a left winger. I've put him on the right, and he got an impact goal straight away. And look at this. He gets a second just moments later and kills off the game. I mean, what a substitute appearance. I was saying how good Zyro is as a super sub, but maybe Jota, if I'm not starting him, just put him on the bench and bring him on with 10 minutes to go should we need a goal, and he will get it. He just will. He's a brilliant, brilliant player. He's now, I think, 79 rated, almost 80. And it's going to be a real shame when we lose him. But we do get another win, guys. And we go into training here. And Ndicka now up to 72. Busquets and Brereton very close to growing as well. About halfway or so. All 3 of these players have been doing so well in training. But it's going so quickly. I cannot believe Ndicka's already 72. As good as Cody, for example, the current captain. Now, we get a corner early on in this game. Iorfa, who was playing instead of Cody, whips it in. And Bonatini, who hasn't scored in a little while, he does get another tap in. It's a header though. And this is what Bonatini does. He's not a runner. I don't find him particularly good on the ball. But if he's anywhere near the goal and he's got an opportunity to strike or have a header, it's going in. Pretty much 7 out of 10 times, I would say. He does seem to finish it. But this is where he's been good throughout the season for us. On that left foot, cutting across the keeper. But this time, it's another shot gone wide. And then Reading getting on their last attack of the first half. And look how close that was. Almost a carbon copy of the goal we conceded in our last match against Fulham. Passing it across the box, going for the first time shot. And look at, oh, it's so close. Really, really close. And that would have changed the whole feeling of the first half, as it was quite literally in the 45th minute. But they started off strongly. We defended like absolute poo-poo there. Just watch this back. One of my defenders got stuck, but it doesn't matter. It's just what it is. They've passed it inside. There's no one there defending. Simple tap-in. So 1-1, and I knew I needed another goal. I cannot afford to drop points. You know, we've already lost 6 games in the league, but luckily Costa has the vision of Mesut Ozil there. Lovely pass into Busquets, who's actually got a few goals this season, but it's all about the pass. Just look at the accuracy, the weight of the ball. So easy for Busquets just to slot it into the bottom corner. And now moving on into the final 10 minutes or so, they hit the post. It's a little bit unlucky there from Reading. Probably could have got something out of the game, but unfortunately for them, luck was not with them. It was with us for once. You guys know I've been feeling like I've been cursed, so it's nice to get a little bit of luck. Now into the really big game. Leeds are in second place. We are in first place. 2 points above them. I don't know why, but it didn't show the table with Leeds and I at the top. For some reason, it wanted to show us Aston Villa's placement. They were in 11th, so you have to believe me. We were in first, they were in second. This was an absolutely huge game that I really needed to win. And I get the clearance out here after a decent shot, and then just watch what happens here. Simple header back in, a little pass across to Roof, and he hits it first time, and it loops over the keeper. That might just be one of the best goals I've ever conceded. Just take a look at this. I was absolutely in awe of this strike. He's just lobbed the keeper from outside the box, as you do. Really, really solid goal, but we got straight back in. A lovely little dinked pass into the box for Neves there, and it's another assist for our right back. I think it's Douglas. He's just he's unbelievable with his crossing, and that makes him the top assister of the league. He's got the most assists in the league right now, which is pretty unbelievable if you ask me. Now going into the second half, 1-1, really wants to get that second goal and then maybe go on defensive, maybe hit them on the break. And for some reason, I just could not find the back of the net. Even with all of these chances I was having, another one goes wide there. It just felt like it wasn't going to happen. So I kind of settled in my mind with a draw, thinking that wasn't too bad. And then Leeds had other ideas. They decided to just go ahead and score. And look at this awkward celebration. That looked so awkward, but it's a really good finish. Maybe could have done a little bit better there, the keeper. And we only had a couple of minutes left to really try and get that equaliser, and it just wasn't to be. Just had so many chances in this game against Leeds, but you can see why they were in second place. They're a very tough team, and I really do think they're going to be right at the top come the end of the season with us. So unfortunately, we do lose at home to our main rivals of the league title, which isn't great. So next we had Bolton, another team that are really struggling in the relegation zone, and we had to recover those lost 3 points. If we didn't win this one, Leeds could really start building up a bit of a lead at the top, which we really didn't want. And I believe it's Sammy Amiobi here. I love that name, by the way. Sammy Amiobi. Just has a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Comes very close with a finesse shot there. I mean, the keeper was beaten. It's just gone over the bar. Now here's Iorfa. Inside to Neves. Inside to... who is that? It's Bonatini, isn't it? And then he passes it onto the left side. Douglas with the cross. Comes in for Costa. And it's a lovely header. So we're 1-0 up. Very, very nice start indeed. It's a lovely little cross, this. That is one of my favourite types of goals to score. You cut in on your stronger foot and just whip it back post. It seems to work quite a lot in this game. And unfortunately, though, my defence decided to go all poo-poo again. This time, it was Busquets taking too much time on the ball here. It comes down. He controls it. I tried to pass it out. Maybe I should have just cleared it straight away. A little bit of a mistake on my part there, but we'll get into the second half and hopefully find a second goal to win this game. Here's Neves, a lovely ball into Bonatini. Chests it down, but it does get deflected out for a corner, but unfortunately nothing came from the corner. Now here is Douglas. He's going to try and pass it back into Bonatini here. Going to try and get a shot away, low and hard, and it hits the post. Another opportunity gone, and the corner comes in, and we hit the bar. It's just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable how we weren't scoring these chances. But can we get a last-minute winner? Here is Bonatini, and he hits it across the goal, and it's another miss. This was going to be my last chance of this game. Really, really did not want to lose this one. Here's Doherty. He's going to whip it into the box. Lovely cross, and Neves, future captain of Wolves, one of our best young players at the club. And look, he makes people disappear. Absolutely magic from the Portuguese midfielder there. Really cannot wait to partner him up with someone else, not just Busquets. Maybe bringing in Renato Sanchez would be a great signing. So Leeds stay top of the table. We are 1 point behind them. Level on points with Sunderland, 2 points clear of Hull, and a few more points clear of Derby and Ipswich. So things, they're looking okay. You know, after, getting 7 losses, which is, really, really bad for someone in the top 3. It's very disappointing, but we're still doing well. So I'm very happy with that. And it's Millwall, Fulham and Bolton, I think it was, at the bottom there. So not looking too great for them. But we're almost halfway, guys. And that, of course, means we're almost in the window. So make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode very soon.